Let's investigate the commands used in MATLAB to set up loops, conditional statements, and other changes to the flow of the program. For this lesson, open up the conditionals.m MATLAB file in exercise files. Conditional statements in MATLAB use the same if-else command structure as in many other programming languages. In the conditionals.m script, our goal is to test whether matrix A is invertible before we try to invert it. If A is not invertible, we want to transpose it instead. To accomplish this, I'll put an if statement before line 2. The only way for this matrix to be non-invertible is if the 3, 3 term in the matrix is equal to 3. So in our if statement, we put if A of 3, 3 equals 3. We use double equal signs here because we are using a comparison rather than attempting to assign a value to a variable. Now when I bring the transpose command onto this line and then press enter, it will be indented, indicating that it is part of the if statement and will only be executed if the condition is true. Next, I'll add the line else to tell MATLAB what to do if the condition is not true. The else line should appear before the inverse statement, since that's what we want to be executed if the condition is not found true. The inverse line should appear after the else statement, also indented now. To end the if statement, simply type end on the next line, and it will automatically de-indent itself, indicating that the if statement is now over. If we wanted multiple levels of choice, I could include else if statements in the hierarchy, telling MATLAB to check additional conditions if the first one isn't met. I can also use a switch case statement. This statement accomplishes the same thing as the if statement, but the syntax is slightly different. In this instance, I would start by saying switch of A of 3, 3. This tells MATLAB that all of the following cases will deal with the value of the number in A of 3, 3. Now add a line saying case 3 followed by the transpose line. This tells MATLAB that if it is the case that A of 3, 3 equals 3, it should perform the transpose. Next, to tell MATLAB what to do if the case is not met, replace the else keyword with the otherwise keyword. The statement block after otherwise will only execute if none of the cases are met. Finally, we still need an end statement as before to tell MATLAB that the block is done. This basic syntactical structure applies for while loops, for loops, and try-catch statements. In all cases, the block begins with the keyword followed by some condition. All of the statements to be executed are indented, and then the block ends with the end keyword. The other two important keywords in MATLAB are break and continue. Both appear on their own within a for or while loop and simply tell the program where to go in relation to that loop. Break tells MATLAB to jump completely out of the loop and resume execution at the end statement. Continue tells MATLAB to jump to the beginning of the loop, check the condition again, and then if it still holds, execute the loop as normal.